Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to the BTM channel, and in today's video I'm going to be doing my reaction to the Kevin Durant trade as well as the final game of the NBA season / the NBA Finals playoffs. Doing my final recap. Without further ado, we will start with the Kevin Durant trade. Alrighty, we'll start with the Kevin Durant trade. By the way, y'all, I do have cut that. Alrighty, we will start with the Kevin Durant trade. So this is, this is kind of an interesting thing because obviously I'm a Heat fan, and, they were one of the top teams, again, to land Kevin Durant. Again, that's why I feel like Miami is always where Kevin Durant wants to go, and he never ends up. But the official details of the trade are the Phoenix Suns have traded NBA Finals MVP Kevin Durant to the Houston Rockets for Jalen Green. So, again, they're getting Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks, the number 10 pick in the NBA draft, and 5 second-round picks. I mean, wow. That is a lot for Kevin Durant. Initial reaction, that is a lot. I mean, my friend, he's a Rockets fan, and he was not happy about this trade. And I mean, they gave up a lot for him. This guy, Kevin Durant, he's 37. Obviously, he's still a great player, fantastic player, still a superstar in the NBA. But is it worth, all of that? I mean, a top 10 pick, 5 second-round picks. Jalen Green, it'll be interesting to see what Jalen Green does because he was supposed to be a star. And then he's kind of been, he scores, but he's not the most efficient player. He's kind of up and down a lot. And then Dillon Brooks is obviously a solid, starter. They gave up a lot for Kevin Durant. And honestly, as a Heat fan, my reaction to this is like, I'm fine with this. I am fine with this. I think we could not compete with this trade. I mean, we would not. I mean, Pat Riley, the Heat organization, I know for a fact, we would not give up this much for Kevin Durant. I mean, that is not going to happen. And I agree. I think the Rockets definitely gave up maybe a little bit too much. Obviously, the Rockets, they're definitely in like win now mode. Like they could go out and win a championship next season. Like they are, they were the number 2 seed this season, obviously lost to the Warriors, but like they're a good team. They are a good team. And so I guess they just thought, let's get this superstar. Let's not wait on somebody else. Let's just try this out. And I mean, it'll be very interesting. But I think in my personal opinion, I think the Rockets paid a little bit too much for Durant here. I think this was a lot for a 37-year-old guy that does not have much years left in the league. And as a Heat fan, like I said, I am not too mad about this. I would prefer to see us get some young guy that could be, that is kind of a superstar or, a rising star, something like that. But overall, as a Heat fan, I'm not too mad because, like I said, we would not have been able to compete with this trade. I mean, I'm sure we offered something, but I know for a fact we did not offer to this level. You know what I mean? So overall, initial reaction to the Kevin Durant trade is for the Rockets. We'll see what happens, but as a Heat fan, I'm not too mad. I just, again, I would not have paid this much for Kevin Durant. I'm gonna be honest. And now let's get to the. I'll recap the NBA Finals here. So let's get to that. Alrighty. So obviously, last night was the final game of the NBA season, and it was a good game. Game 7. It was very sad to see Halliburton tear his Achilles. I mean, that was heartbreaking to watch. I mean, just to see him, go down like that, that's very hard. I felt bad. I really did. I really did feel bad. And I mean that it was tough because he had started off very well that game. He was 3 for 4 from 3, had 9 points. It was tough to watch him go down, and then obviously, I mean, it's Game 7 of the NBA Finals. That's also very tough. But it was a very good series. It was weird because these playoffs were like, they were good, but there was like a lot of random blowouts, I feel like. And I wasn't really hyped for this NBA Finals. Like, I really wasn't. It was just kind of like two teams I really could care less about. There's no like LeBron, no Curry, no, it was just two good basketball teams that, were facing off. And like I said, for me, I wasn't too hyped about it. But it was a good series. Obviously, it went all the way to Game 7. And yeah, I definitely think the better team. I definitely think the Thunder were the better team. Hence why they obviously ended up winning the series. But I definitely think they deserved it. I mean, they were easily the best team during the regular season and during the playoffs. And yeah, so really, I don't got much to say on the NBA Finals. I mean, it was a great series. The playoffs. Overall looking at the playoffs, it was good, but there were a lot of blowouts, a lot of just, kind of basketball I didn't care about, especially once my Miami Heat got out. It was just like, all right, whatever, you know what I mean? Like it was whatever, and so, overall good playoffs, and, yeah, that's kind of my final reaction. So let's cut to the outro here. And, yeah, without further ado, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.